The waiting room went silent as he slid divorce papers across the table in front of strangers. His brother filmed it. His mistress smiled. Behind the doors, the surgeon saving his mother's life was still in surgery, completely unaware that his entire fee had already been paid by the same wife he was discarding. But before that pen ever touched the table, the day started like this. Grace Mercy Hospital stood on the north side of Atlanta. On the fourth floor, families waited for news. That morning, the room was full, and in the middle of it stood a woman named Nia. She had gotten there first. When the call came before sunrise that Mother Della had collapsed, Nia, dressed in the dark, drove the empty streets, signed the first stack of forms, and handled everything before the rest of the family arrived. Nobody thanked her. She was quiet, plainly dressed, holding a worn leather bag. You would have mistaken her for an ordinary woman waiting in a hospital. You would have been wrong. Her husband Theo entered loud, never looking at her. Any news? They took her back a little over an hour ago, Nia said softly. Dr. Boyd is with her. I asked the nurse, not you. He walked past her. Nia said nothing. She had learned long ago that answering Theo in public always cost her later. Then Theo's brother Malik arrived. She's here, he muttered. Every time something goes bad, there she is. People glanced at Nia, then looked away. Vanessa arrived next, elegant and confident. She slipped her hand through Theo's arm. How is Mother Della? The words landed like a slap. A nurse approached. Immediate family. She's family, Theo said, resting his hand over Vanessa's. No one corrected him. When two chairs opened, Theo looked at Nia. Get up. Let her sit. You're used to standing. Go wait in the hallway. The room fell silent. Nia stood without arguing, picked up her bag, and walked into the hallway with her head high. Behind her Malik laughed. Vanessa smiled. She's still holding his coat. That's about all she's ever been good for. Alone in the hallway, Nia answered a phone call. Approve it. Whatever Dr. Boyd's team needs today, it's covered. Keep my name off the paperwork. She thanked the caller, touched a worn wooden comb inside her bag, gathered herself, and returned to sit with the very people who had pushed her out. This wasn't the first time she'd been humiliated. It would be the last. Years earlier, Nia had grown up in a small Georgia town, raised by her grandmother Miss Ruthie after losing both parents. Miss Ruthie taught her that being poor was never the same as being small. They can keep you broke, she'd say. They cannot make you low. One summer she handed Nia a small wooden comb. My mama gave me this. A woman who works through the knots slowly never loses her head when the storm comes. Patience is power. Nia carried that comb everywhere. She cared for sick neighbors, cleaned motel rooms, saved every dollar she earned, and learned one lesson. What you build slowly with your own hands belongs to you forever. Later she met Theo when he had nothing. She believed in him when no one else did. She lifted him until he stood on her shoulders. But Theo never forgave the woman who had seen him weak. Back at the hospital, Theo, Malik, and Vanessa had spent months creating a story about Nia. They called her dead weight. They claimed she was hiding money from the family. The truth was different. Nia had built real wealth herself and kept it hidden only to preserve peace. Away from her, Malik spoke quietly. The buyer's getting nervous. End the marriage today. The divorce has to happen before Friday. The family business was failing. To them, ending Theo's marriage was just another business decision. Vanessa whispered to Theo. I make you look like somebody worth knowing. Stop settling. You make me feel like a man, Theo admitted. Then be one. Later, searching for coffee, Nia overheard enough. You end this today. The papers are already drawn. She sat alone on a cold stairwell, grief finally breaking through. Then her fingers found Miss Ruthie's comb. The memory steadied her. She stood, smoothed her coat, and returned. Hours later, word came that Mother Della had entered the most delicate stage of surgery. That was the moment Theo chose. He walked in carrying a leather folder. Malik raised his phone to record. Vanessa smiled from the best chair. Theo slid the divorce papers across the table. Sign it. The waiting room went silent. You came into this family with nothing, Theo said loudly. You'll leave with nothing. Malik kept filming. Say something. Vanessa smiled. I don't think she even understands what's happening. Nia quietly reached into her bag and placed the small wooden comb beside the papers. She picked up the pen. Then she set it down. Instead, she dialed a number and placed the phone on speaker. A voice answered. Good afternoon. Boyd Surgical Foundation. It's me, Nia said. Please confirm something for everyone here. Of course, ma'am. Paper shuffled. You are our founder and sole benefactor. The foundation funds the charity surgical wing at Grace Mercy. Dr. Boyd's fee today is being billed directly to your account, as always. Mother Della's surgery has already been paid in full. Should we proceed? The room stopped breathing. Yes, Nia said, never taking her eyes off Theo. Proceed. Save her. That was never in question. She ended the call. For 10 years, while they called her dead weight, Nia had quietly built a home health and surgical staffing company across the city. With that success, she had secretly funded the very surgical program now saving Theo's mother. The family that mocked her had been standing on her strength all along.